The Pacific is extremely vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. In the world, 3 of the lowest 5 islands are in the Pacific. That's Kiribati, Marshall Islands and Tuvalu. The impacts of an increase of sea level by 1 metre spells a matter of disaster for these countries. So countries are very vulnerable. These vulnerabilities are compounded by, in many cases, limited capacity, access to resources. So the countries of the Pacific are alarmed when we read the International Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which predicts sea level rises of up to just below a metre, which predict more intense natural disasters such as cyclones. So the Pacific is extremely vulnerable, that is a characteristic we share with the other island countries in the Caribbean and Indian Ocean. SPREP is a regional agency for the environment, the lead on climate change in this region. We have partners in the Caribbean, which is the 5 Cs, the Caribbean Community Climate Change Centre, and in the Indian Ocean, covering the Indian Ocean countries. So we work to support our members to become more resilient to the impacts of climate change and a rising sea level. Our objective in establishing the partnership was to see what we can learn from each other, because we're all working on similar issues but in different ways, different approaches. And the first part of that was to get our key teams together. With the 5 Cs, SPREP signed a Memorandum of Understanding in 2011. We had a joint meeting. We found that there were many areas they were working on, like climate modelling, that they were much more advanced than we were, that we could learn from them. We also noted that there were areas within SPREP where we were more advanced, such as our work on ecosystem-based adaptation. So and particularly partnering with organisations like the Commonwealth Secretariat, have sought to broaden this partnership, including the Indian Ocean Commission, to learn from each other and to share experience. Priority number 1 is to continue to share experience, but what we're also seeking to do is to look at how we can work together in relation to areas of mutual interest at the international level. So in particular, we all share the common interest of a legally binding agreement, that's the objective, at the Climate Convention in Paris next year. So if we can work together to support our member countries in the Pacific and Caribbean, that is a very important outcome of our partnerships.